I'm terrible with faces, like the terrifying cursed bride ghost right in front of me. To me, she just looked like a sweet, adorable girl. So when she said she wanted to marry me, I said yes without even thinking twice. But everyone else was absolutely horrified, hiding in corners, praying they wouldn't get caught in the crossfire. Because in this blood-wedding dungeon, anyone who agrees to marry the cursed bride gets devoured whole. But me? Not scared at all. I was actually pumped. One wall slam, and I had the red bride backed into a corner. Relax, I'll be quick. Wait, hold on. Are you serious right now? The red bride was so shaken she didn't even know what to do with herself. And this bold move had every girl in the dungeon blushing like crazy. As I kept getting more and more handsy, the red bride looked like she was about to snap, fighting back with everything she had. People were losing their minds at how is he literally pulling at her clothes and still not dead? Then someone spoke up. Look, a ghost's power feeds off human fear, but Lin Lu, zero fear. Look at her face, she looks excited. That's exactly why the ghost's power has no effect on her. Right then, the red bride had had enough. One more second and she'd have nothing left to wear. She grabbed Lin Lu by the throat, ready to snap her neck. But somehow this terrifying moment just looked hot to her. She leaned right in and stole the red bride's first kiss. The red bride's eyes went wide. She completely froze. And that's when the system, watching Lin Lu's wild moves, dropped a reward. 100,000 ghost coins. No way. One kiss nets you 100k ghost coins? Keep it up and she'll be filthy rich. Just as Lin Lu was gearing up for round 2, the red bride, face redder than a tomato, launched her clean out of the room. Now everyone left in the room had to deal with the red bride on their own. After watching Lin Lu's stunt, some dude, let's call him Dong, figured kissing the bride was the key to clearing the dungeon. The second she finished talking, he bolted straight at her. Didn't even get close before she cut him down. Meanwhile, Lin Lu, freshly yeeted out of the room, ran straight into her next problem. This dungeon had 2 ghost brides, one in red, one in white. And on top of that, an S-rank monster, the Underworld Lion King, the ultimate all-around beast. Outside, they just flagged this as a 5-star dungeon, with a newly awakened prodigy trapped inside. To keep the talent alive, Liu Hanyi led her squad in, burning one of their precious boundary-breaking stones to get through. At that moment, 2 people near Lin Lu had just barely escaped the Underworld Lion King. And there was Lin Lu, casually standing in the middle of the hallway, trying to use herself as bait to redirect the monster. The Lion King let out a roar that flattened them both. The guy screamed, "Don't eat us! Eat that idiot first!" Honestly, I was confused. You're calling this thing the Underworld Lion King? Because to me, it looked exactly like a little kitty cat. With that adorable face, I couldn't help but want to pet it. But the Lion King took that as a threat and lunged straight at me. Not on my watch. No hissing allowed. After a solid round of aggressive petting, the little kitty finally stopped hissing and swiping. Still looked a little salty though, so I pulled out a carrot and a tissue. I called out "carrot," and it deliberately picked the tissue. One look at my expression, and it quickly switched to the carrot. Good boy. The squad that just arrived caught the whole thing. Every single one of them looked absolutely stunned. Is he seriously training the Underworld Lion King like a house cat? Who is this guy? Right then, the system chimed in again, detected abnormal player behavior. Reward, Beast King contract. I was still confused though. Isn't this just a little cat? Where's this Beast King coming from? So I just went ahead and contracted it as a stray. The Underworld Lion King saw the magic circle and chains appear and tried to fight back with everything it had. One flick to the forehead and it was dazed again. I told you, no hissing. Hissing is rude. Next thing, the Underworld Lion King was fully tamed and became a contract beast. The 2 guys who'd literally just hoped I'd die were left completely speechless. They thought the Lion King had just had a change of heart. I turned to face them. So you're the ones who told my Hajime to come after me, huh? Your turn now. Give it a shot. On command, Hajime smashed both of them flat. When the squad saw I'd actually tamed the Underworld Lion King, Liu Hanyi sprinted over. Hey, I'm Liu Hanyi from Jiangcheng Ghost Control. We'd love for you to join us and take on the paranormal together. The second I heard, take on the paranormal, I started waving my hands. Come on, the paranormal is terrifying. How is a regular person like me supposed to deal with that? After I flat out said no, Liu Hanyi looked genuinely bummed. We just tracked down the parents of a top-tier succubus, and with you on the team. She hadn't even finished, and I stopped dead in my tracks. Not because I cared about any succubus. It's just that I genuinely wanted to protect ordinary people from the paranormal. Deep in the blood-wedding dungeon, the White Shaw Coffin Lady had also awakened, and you had to beat her to clear the dungeon. After Liu Hanyi's squad rescued the awakened user, they set up a formation to force their way out. But at the critical moment, Lin Lu had vanished, and the White Shaw Coffin Lady dropped from the sky, ready to wipe out everyone on the spot. After everyone scrambled around for a bit, I strolled over, cool as ever. When I spotted the White Shaw Coffin Lady floating in midair, I shouted with excitement, "Babe, what are you doing here? I've been looking all over for you!" How'd you manage to change outfits while I wasn't looking? The White Shaw Coffin Lady looked down at the man with amusement. You called me babe? Then you better be ready. She activated her power and cracked her whip down hard. Someone nearby yelled, "That's the soul-devouring divine whip. It goes straight for your soul. Watch out!" I was genuinely puzzled. Wasn't she just handing me a wedding robe? After I caught the soul whip barehanded, the White Shaw Coffin Lady was stunned. An actual living person caught that with their bare hands? I didn't care about any of that. I was already moving on to finish what we started and pulled her right into my arms. Just then, a wave of chills hit. The red bride came crashing down from above. "Oh, hell no! Who are you calling, babe?"